Welcome back, everyone, for Module 7. Up until now, we've really spent more time talking about macronutrients. Again, these nutrients that are needed in greater amounts and would include carbohydrate, fat, protein, and even water. But now for Module 7, we'll turn our attention to the micronutrients, and this would include vitamins and minerals. Over time, vitamins have gained a reputation of importance way before science was able to isolate or classify them. This goes back to ancient times when Hippocrates advocated ingesting liver as a way to cure night blindness. And while he may not have known the reason for the cure at that time, now we know that vitamin A, which helps to prevent night blindness, occurs in large amounts in liver. So this is just an example of the evolving understanding of vitamins that we have. The formal discovery of vitamins has shown, though, that they're really organic substances and they're needed by the body in small or minute amounts. And vitamins have no particular chemical structure in common, and a lot of times they're considered accessory nutrients because they don't really supply energy or contribute substantially to body mass. So with the exception of vitamin D, the body cannot manufacture vitamins. The diet or supplementation has to supply them for us. Vitamins are needed for almost all reactions to occur within the body. While vitamins and minerals don't supply energy direct for use, they are both necessary in energy metabolism. Taking our understanding of vitamins one step further requires that we know that vitamins are also broken down into two different categories. The first being those that are fat soluble, the next being those that are water soluble. If you look to the graphic on your right, you'll see that vitamins A, D, E, and K represent the fat soluble group. But when you look to the water-soluble vitamins, we'll see vitamin C and 8 different B complex group vitamins that are included in the water-soluble category. The first of the fat-soluble vitamins that we will discuss is vitamin A. And vitamin A is the name of a group of fat-soluble retinoids. And vitamin A is also involved in immune function, vision, reproduction, and cellular communication, but it's also critical for vision because it supports the normal differentiation and functioning of the eye and its tissues. Vitamin A also supports cell growth and differentiation, playing a critical role in the normal formation and maintenance of the heart, lungs, kidneys, and other organs. Two forms of vitamin A are available in the human diet: preformed vitamin A and provitamin A carotenoids. Preformed vitamin A is found in foods from animal sources, including dairy products, fish, and meat, especially liver. By far, the most important provitamin A carotenoid is beta-carotene. The body will convert these plant pigments into vitamin A. Both provitamin A and preformed vitamin A have to be metabolized intracellularly to retinol and then retinoic acid, which is the active form of vitamin A, to support the vitamin's important biological functions in our bodies. The various forms of vitamin A are solubilized in the intestinal lumen and absorbed by the duodenal mucosal cells. Both retinol esters and provitamin A carotenoids are converted into retinol, which is oxidized to retinol and then converted to retinoic acid. Most of the body's vitamin A is therefore stored in the liver in the form of retinol esters. Vitamin D is the next fat-soluble vitamin for us to learn. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that is naturally present in very few foods. It's often therefore added to other foods and is also available as a dietary supplement. Vitamin D is also produced endogenously when ultraviolet rays from the sunlight strike the skin and trigger vitamin D synthesis. Vitamin D obtained from sun exposure, food, and supplements is biologically inert and must undergo 2 hydroxylations in the body for activation. The first occurs in the liver and converts vitamin D to hydroxyvitamin D. The second occurs primarily in the kidneys and forms the physiologically active dihydroxyvitamin D. Vitamin D promotes calcium absorption in the gut tube and maintains adequate serum calcium and phosphate concentrations to enable normal mineralization of bone and to prevent hypocalcemic tetany. It's also needed for bone growth and bone remodeling by osteoblasts and osteoclasts. Without sufficient vitamin D, bones can therefore become thin, brittle, or even misshaped. Vitamin D in sufficient amounts prevents rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. And together with calcium, vitamin D also helps to protect older adults from osteoporosis. Vitamin D has other roles in the body as well, including modulation of cell growth, neuromuscular and immune function, and reduction of inflammation. Vitamin E is also fat-soluble, and like vitamin D, vitamin E is found naturally in very few foods. It's therefore added to others and also available widely as a dietary supplement. But vitamin E is a collective name for a group of fat-soluble compounds with distinctive antioxidant properties or activities. Naturally occurring vitamin E exists in 8 chemical forms that have varying levels of biological activity. Alpha-tocopherol is the only form that's recognized to meet human requirements. Serum concentrations of vitamin E depend on actions in the liver, which takes up the nutrient after various forms are absorbed in the small intestine. Then the liver preferentially resecretes only alpha-tocopherol via the hepatic alpha-tocopherol transfer protein. The liver metabolizes and excretes the other vitamin E forms. Antioxidants protect cells from the damaging effects of free radicals, which are molecules that contain an unshared electron. Free radicals are known to damage cells and might contribute to the development of cardiovascular disease or cancer. The body is exposed to free radicals from environmental exposures such as cigarette smoke, air pollution, and ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant that stops the production of the potentially harmful effects of when fat undergoes oxidation. Science now seems to be showing us that by limiting free radical production, vitamin E might help prevent or delay the chronic diseases associated with free radicals. The last of our fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin K, is found in a number of foods, including dark leafy greens, cauliflower, and even liver. However, the chief source of vitamin K is synthesis of bacteria in the large intestine, and in most cases, absence of dietary vitamin K is not harmful. Both dietary and microbial vitamin K are absorbed into intestinal lymph along with other lipids. Vitamin K undergoes a cycle of oxidation and reduction that allows its reuse. The essential details of this cycle are, first, vitamin K being reduced to vitamin KH2, and after some other steps of synthesizing vitamin KH2 further, it's then reduced by another reductase back into vitamin K, which is then ready to enter yet another cycle of synthesis. Now let's switch over to the second group, the water-soluble vitamins, and we'll begin with vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is required for the biosynthesis of collagen, L-carnitine, and even certain neurotransmitters. Vitamin C is also involved in protein metabolism. Collagen is an essential component of connective tissue, which plays a vital role in wound healing. But vitamin C is also an important physiological antioxidant, and it's been shown to regenerate other antioxidants within the body, including alpha-tocopherol or vitamin E. Ongoing research of vitamin C is examining whether it helps to prevent or delay the development of certain cancers, cardiovascular disease, and other diseases in which oxidative stress plays a causal role. In addition to its biosynthetic and antioxidant functions, vitamin C is also seen to play an important role in immune function and improves the absorption of a few forms of iron, including one present in plant-based foods. Insufficient vitamin C intake can cause scurvy, which is characterized by fatigue or lassitude, widespread connective tissue weakness, and capillary fragility. The intestinal absorption of vitamin C is regulated by at least one specific dose-dependent active transporter. Cells accumulate vitamin C by way of a second specific transport protein. In vitro studies have found that oxidized vitamin C enters cells by way of some facilitated glucose transporters and is then reduced internally. But the full effects related to the intake of vitamin C are still not fully known. The next or final group in the water-soluble category are the B vitamins. Now, there are 8 types of B vitamins, and these were once all thought to be the same vitamin, but research has later shown us that the B vitamins all have a unique chemical difference. Overall, though, the main function of the B vitamins is to maintain and regulate cell metabolism. Be sure to launch the video on vitamin B from your course dashboard, as it goes into great detail of just how important this vitamin is in terms of it being important to human function.